Hi guys, welcome back again to this video. This is a part 2 of our moving abroad experience. So my name is Firdaws.Osman. Thank you so much for clicking. I'm a guidance student living in Germany. I study material science and engineering at the Christian Albert University of Kiel. And I have my friends here with me. We are going to talk about our experience living abroad so far. So I have with me here.
I'm Irfan. If you've not watched the previous video, we are going to link it here. So go back and watch it before you continue watching this one. We study the same course, material science and engineering.
Yeah, I'm a electrical engineering and information technology.
Bola, we study the same.
Okay. Alright, so the first one I have is living in Germany, studying in Germany. Have you ever fell into depression? Have you had like sad moments? Who's going to go first? Keep it short.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Depression, no. Sadness. Maybe. You just say loneliness in a way.
Yeah.
Because after a while, you feel it. The toll gets to you. Like the whole energy you're putting into working, hustling on the side, studying, being away from your family and friends. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to depression, I mean, sometimes I'll get so lonely that that whole day I don't want to do anything. Like I just want to be in my bed, like feel like calling my mom, mommy, this place is so I don't know if I should call that depression.
I don't think that's depression.
That's
a
like
much stronger
loneliness.
word.
So then it's more of loneliness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely just stays there.
Yeah. For me, depression, I wouldn't call it depression. The school makes me depressed. Okay. Exams makes me depressed. Assignments, presentations, gives me anxiety. Like I used to have a lot of anxiety, especially when it comes to exams. But I think I've gotten a grip of it now. It's okay. Sad moments. I've had sad moments. Yes, because you miss family. Loneliness. No, I have internet, so yeah. I don't know about loneliness. And I get to talk to my family like video call and all of that. But sad moments, yeah, some sad moments, some disappointments when you expect this grade and you don't get it, like, how come? But yeah, I've had some sad moments.
Yeah, I think depression is a much stronger word. I think for the environment changes, that's the thing, and it changes your emotions as well.
Yeah.
But to say depression, no, I think depression is a much stronger word. But I would say it just changes you as a person, but sadness, not really. Not really. No sadness, no depression.
Okay, the next one I have is, did you ever feel like giving up, like on your study program? Did you ever feel like going back to your country? Did you ever feel like giving up?
For me, no. I thought of switching, but giving up, man. Like when you just think about the hustle in Nigeria, like hell no, we die here. Nah. Like what do you want to tell your parents? Like after all the money they spent, like give what? Give your life to Christ.
For me, I feel like giving up on education, no, but trying to change my course or move to another country, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it wasn't easy. I mean, with school, the beginning was pretty hard. Like, yeah, so that's what I say.
Yeah, in the beginning, it's always quite hard because, and going back to the depression thing, because it's not just about moving to Germany that has made you maybe feel lonely or sad or any of those things. I think just in this stage of life, you have so many things that you are not really sure of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen in the medium to long term, so that's confusion. I think it's the same for everyone around this age. So it's so when you come to a different environments like this, it's kind of like just heightens that thing for you. But it's just harder, especially in the beginning. As you said, your first semester is always the hardest because right now things are still, they aren't easy.
Yeah,
but because you are now used to the system, you kind of know what to expect and how to go about things. So up and downs.
So we'll say that it's normal.
Me too. I never felt like giving up.
Yeah.
I wanted to switch my course and I was rejected, so I got stuck to the course. Yeah.
Your decision
Yeah.
science.
I also have a story. I almost changed. My first semester, I was already looking for another school.
That's the thing. Like we always put fear.
It's always so overwhelming.
When you start,
Especially, and you know, if you're coming from home, you're not used to this failure. To you, failure is a big deal. If you fail an exam, it's a big deal. Yeah, it's a normal thing.
Yeah,
like
it's normal.
After the first semester, I realized like people actually go to exam halls to fail.
Yeah,
like just go there to just see how the exam is. But if you know you're not going to pass, you just fail yourself and just submit like that. Like so, then I got used to it, and then it became
okay. Next one is how different is the education here compared to your country?
Oh, that's a big one.
It's so different. We're going to talk about this.
I think the first thing to talk about is that we should also consider that we are moving from one education level to the other.
Yeah.
Because bachelor's is different from master's. I think if you are also doing master's also in Ghana, you would still see a jump in the level of the things you want to do.
More intense.
But now just coupling it with the fact that you have a different system and a more rigorous system is just extremely tough, especially in the beginning.
I think masters in Germany is quite difficult compared to like the US or the UK or Canada. Germans, that's why it's Germany. It's very demanding.
Education
for me,
free.
Seriously, I felt like master's degree was not something that hard, but it's hard. You need to.
It is quite
and I think what makes it difficult as well is in the US, for example, you gather your points from tests, assignments. Here,
everything is 100% exam.
Exactly. So if you mess up, you mess up. Like that's
you can even decide not to go to any class once you can get 100%
exam,
which is almost impossible, by the way.
We can have about like 12 topics here. You must know every you don't know where it's coming from.
But like one thing I like about studying here is what they teach you, that's what they bring. True. They don't bring anything outside the box. Unlike back at home, a lecturer can bring something that he can't even solve.
But the thing is, what they also teach you is so much and so detailed and so broad that even if you say you've seen it before, but it's still complicated and you have to know every single detail. You will read something, you think you really understand it, but once they ask you something really and your head is spinning around.
I think for me, I'll say that they do more of the applying what you've learned. So in Ghana, it was more of like, if you know the theory, you'll be fine, you'll be okay. But here, you know the theory, you have to understand because it will be like, oh my god, I did not learn it, but the lecturer will tell you that this is in the script. So how can you say? So you have to apply. Like the application, this place makes me think more. Like in Ghana, it's like. It was like, so far as I do it this way, I'll get it.
Exactly. But here, you learn to understand and pass. You learn to just pass. So the next one is, what was your biggest culture shock?
My
biggest culture shock.
Culture shock. What's a culture shock? For me, let me go.
Go ahead.
The buying of plastic bags in Germany. Like back at home, when you go for shopping, you don't have to buy a bag. Like, so far as you're doing shopping, they give you a plastic bag. But here, you buy the bag and you pack the things yourself. Nobody's going to pack it for you. Like when you go to the grocery shop. But in Ghana, if you go to ShopRite or the mall, they pack it for you. I think that was a shock to me, and also seeing women smoking all over.
Okay, so I think my culture shock is the way they keep their old buildings, old artifacts and those stuff here. It's like they keep it and make it look nice. Like it makes it's like, but in Ghana it's like, you have to be fancy or some. I mean, we are breaking down all the old buildings to now get new buildings. But for them, the new building, I mean, the outside will look old, but when you go inside, you see that it's like, So I'll say the way they keep their old stuff and keep it in good condition for a long time.
For me, is the consideration, like
the what?
Consideration, like of everyone, of all the citizens, like. I'm like, in my own country, I don't have rights. Yeah. But here, like, the consideration, like, they consider everybody, like, being an international student, having free education. If you're an amputee or you're disabled, like, you have your section in the bus.
Yeah.
If you're a smoker, you have your own area of smoking. Like,
Yes.
the consideration, like, everything's well thought out. Like,
The system is very good.
that was what shocked me. I'm like, wow, these people really care. They pay attention to details.
Yeah.
For me, it has to be the time. That especially when I got here first time, because you have an app that you pick a bus from and it's right accurate to the minute. If
Exactly.
it's 10:22, it's 10:22. The bus moves at 10:22.
Yeah.
It's so accurate to the minutes that you can't, it trains the same everything. So if you are deciding to be 2 minutes, it's gonna go and leave you. So I think for me it was the biggest cultural shock for me.
It's true, because even with traffic here, like, I mean, Ghana traffic can make you late, but this one, the way
Traffic,
they've made it, it's like they know how
They
what
calculate with the
happened,
traffic, everything.
Even when you check the app and the bus is going to be late,
They will update it.
They'll update it
Plus
plus
3
3
minutes,
minutes,
plus
plus
2
1 minute.
Yeah.
I mean, system really works here.
So when you see someone running, you know that.
Okay, so
Sometimes we even run and the bus will still go and leave you.
Has any of you ever faced like racism? Because a lot of people have this perception that Germans are racist. It's perception, and I think it's a stereotype.
No.
Has anyone faced racism?
I haven't, like, directly, no, but all this how I call it, all this subtle should I say racism, I've faced that, but no. For example, like, I was on the bus, it was when this corona thing started. So I was talking to my friend, and then there was this woman right in front of me. So I was on, like, my seat was higher, like a higher platform, right? And then I was talking, and then because I was talking, the woman just all of a sudden, she just turned back to look at me like,
why
like you were talking.
like, because I was talking on the phone. I was looking at me like, why are you talking? Like, be quiet. Like, I'm like, if all of you are sad and quiet, like, that's on me. Like, she kept looking at me, I didn't care. Then, and the funny thing is, they happened back to back, right? As soon as I got down, I was going to the post office. I got to the post office and we're standing on the queue. So I was right behind this old woman and I gave her space. Then she moved forward, and then I moved, and I still kept that same space. But the woman just kept, for one reason or the other, she just kept staring back. And then at some point, she was just like, move back. And I'm like, boy, you can see the space already. Now, mind you, as she said that, I just shifted back. Like, I didn't say anything. Now, guess what? Right in front of me, she saw her friend that finished from the counter. Then our friend came to meet her and they started talking. There was no gap, no distance, nothing at all. We were just right in each other's faces talking.
Was it during the corona?
Yeah, so as soon as corona started, we were in each other's faces talking. So I'm like, why do you feel like maybe because I'm black that I can have corona, then your friend can't have corona or what? And there was even space, but it wasn't enough. So yeah, I would say that it's subtle, but it's not really head on. Or maybe questions like, also I've had questions like, how did I get here? And I'm like, that's the dumbest question I've ever heard, you know? Like but if it's a white person, you automatically assume they took a plane or they took flight or they took a train. I get that all the time. When it comes to sessions like that.
Yeah, so I didn't say it's racism because, I mean, if I compare it to what I've heard happening in America and Germany, I feel like Germans, they just do it undercover.
Yeah.
You think that's not happening, but that's what hurts you.
Yeah.
Because they do it like, don't come in front of you and like, I don't like you.
It's not necessarily racist, not something. It's just very subtle. Like, for example, you're sitting on the
No,
bus.
you know what?
No one
I
sit
like
down beside you
because
on
of
the
your
bus.
color. It's racism.
I want to disagree with
understand.
you. There's nothing like subtle or slight. It's racism.
It's racism.
The thing is, there's racism
another English word I'm
everywhere.
trying to
So
remember.
I've come across black people that are like, oh, Germany, there's no racism like that. No, you are being like a racism enabler. It's racism, no matter how intense it
There's
is.
another English word I'm trying to
So
remember.
there's
I feel like Germans, they are very
it's
calm. Like, they have this calm personality. They don't really, like, they are not feisty. So then they do it to you, but it's very soft.
Yeah.
But it still hurts. It still
The more I think
hurts.
about it, I forget.
It
That's
still
it. There's an
hurts.
English word for it.
But I don't know if I should call it racism or
It's
don't
racism.
like me.
But
It's
okay,
hard
for
for me
me,
to know.
have you experienced racism?
No.
Me, I have. I have it. I
This is
told
my
you.
Yeah,
At the train station, I was just going my way. Yeah. So those drunkards at the train station asked me for. He said he wants money. I said no, I don't have small girl. I don't have small money. Then he just called me Schwein. I'm like, what? Schwein, pig. I'm like, me, melanin queen. You're calling me pig. That day, we were going back and forth. He was speaking German, I was speaking English, and the police came.
Are
and
you
then he just
serious?
settled us, and like, he said that should leave him his high.
High.
Yeah, but those
So,
people
yeah.
had their
Yeah, that was. I think that was.
stable. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's racism because he called me a pig. You haven't yet. Okay, let's move on. The last question I have is, what do you love about Germany, Deutschland?
Free education.
Yeah.
I mean, just the social benefits. Like, for example, if you're a pregnant lady and you're working, you get 13 months off, like for maternity leave.
How
or
many months?
13 months.
13.
Yeah, so that's 1 month, 1 year and 1 month.
That's
Are
cool.
you
So,
sure
like,
about that
Yeah,
research?
sure.
Okay.
Like that, I'm very sure. Then also, like, you get kindergeld if like you're a citizen and your
You have
child
to
is a
explain
citizen.
kindergarten.
So that's like child support money from the government for
Okay.
each child.
You have a child or you plan on
no,
having
I'm just saying. Or like when you get married, you drop your tax, like the working tax.
Yeah, you
Like
can.
the more kids you have, they drop your taxes as well.
Okay,
Like
wow.
so, yeah, there are benefits.
Yeah.
I feel like I like how the system is structured. Like, I always talk about the system, like, and I'm trying to compare it to back home. Like, everything is just. So let me give an example. I'm sorry, but for example, my little sister, she wants to ask for her course outline from school, and do you know how the school in Ghana, I won't mention, they are stressing her out just to get course outline. Here, before you even start the course, you have to read your course outline to know what you are going to.
It's been online.
But Ghana, they will stress you. It has to go to the minister of what? It has to from the school,
Yeah.
and I'm pissed. Like, they spent over 1 month before they got the course outline
Which
for
school is
her.
that? You have to
I
mention
can't.
the
I'm
school's
sorry.
name.
You're not
I'm
mentioning
sorry.
You have to
school,
mention the
so-
school's name because
Yeah, I
the
like the
school's levels
system
they
here.
decide.
I like the
Yeah.
system here. It's
What
well
did I have?
structured. So, I mean, Ghana, we are getting there, and I know we'll get there. We just have to,
For me, it's about the freedom. You are free to do or anything you want, provided it's not against the law.
Yeah.
Like you can work and study.
Yeah.
You just have to balance yourself well. You can do whatever you pretty much want, provided
You
you're
can
not breaking
prolong
the
your
law.
study
Yeah,
period.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the freedom for me.
For me, I like the healthcare. Yeah. I've experienced it well, so I really like the healthcare compared to what is in Ghana. Like, yeah, I think they are very passionate about their jobs and there's everything.
Well, if you pay health insurance of €100, we should expect quality healthcare. What do you
Well,
think?
yeah. Okay, at least I know that what I'm paying, I'm getting
Yeah,
the
it
end
gets you,
result.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
Money
fine
work.
with me. So the last thing I have is, what do you love about Germans? The people.
For me,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know because I've not really been with Germans. Like, I've been in a hostel where Germans are, but I've not really had a relationship with her. It's just this normal hi, hello, you're cooking in the kitchen, we have a meeting.
Yeah.
So I can't really say. So yeah.
For me, I think it would be unfair to generalize and say this is my perception about Germans. I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
also more depend on which individual you are talking about.
Yeah.
But one thing I like is they're very genuine. Like if they like you, they like you.
yeah.
They don't like you, they don't like you.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear. So I
They
like that.
tell you as it is.
Yeah.
For me, I like that. Forgotten. Yeah, they like to mind their business. I mean,
Yeah.
that's very fine. Unlike
It's very
back
good,
at home.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
last
that.
time
a
I
lot.
went to Hamburg to eat banku on a park bench and no one looked at me like
Yeah.
I thought people would look
Yeah.
at me, but
And
It
they are
was-
so like
it was
simple. There's no like they are not so
Yeah.
luxurious. You know.
They are not. They are not.
They are
But
very simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
The way they are simple. Sometimes I wonder, like, sometimes you go to an office, a big office, you see the boss just wearing hoodie and I'm wondering, do you make money at all? Like,
And here,
They are
I
really
mean, we can
simple.
tell from our lecturers, they are very simple.
Simple.
A lecturer can come to class with a Lacoste, a t-shirt, like very simple.
they ride bicycles.
They ride
too.
bicycles.
Yeah.
I met a male that was riding bicycle, so I was shocked. Like,
but meanwhile, the money they get in a
Yeah.
year is a lot. So,
We complicate things
Alright,
for ourselves.
so I think that's the end of this video.
Yeah.
I hope it's not too long. But yeah, there are ads on my video. Please don't skip those ads. What am I
Like
not
and
saying?
subscribe.
Like and
If you are
subscribe.
new here,
So I'll see you
watch,
guys.
comment, like, subscribe, share.
share to your friends, yes.
So I'll see you guys
Smash
in
the like
another
button.
video.
Down below, I don't know if it's going to be here or there, but down below somewhere, smash the like button.
bye.
Couscous.
Bye.